Okay everyone, 3 guesses what this video is going to be. That's right, I went to White Barn / Bath & Body Works for the semi-annual sale. They had quite a bit of 75% off. Most of this is candles. And that is it for my 2016 Bath & Body Works budget. I came home with just under 30 candles, I think. 25 maybe, I'll have to recount them. And my boyfriend seems to think that we now have enough candles. Okay, he's thought we have enough candles since I first moved in with him. But so the deal was today I bought all of this and now I am cut off of Bath & Body Works spending until New Year's 2017. So let me get all of this unbagged and set up for you, and I will share with you what I picked up. Okay, so since most of my purchase was from White Barn, it was all home fragrance, I figured I would start off by showing you the few body care items that I did pick up at Bath & Body Works. I did much better controlling myself at Bath & Body Works. I stuck to the items that were on my list, except for one hand soap, and I actually did not pick up everything on my list because I chose to get candles instead. So starting with the body care, I of course picked up the item that I've been most looking forward to picking up, Sun Ripened Raspberry. I got 2 of the fragrance mists, and I am finishing off my old packaging Sun Ripened Raspberry right now, so I was able to compare that one from like 2007 to this one, and to me they smell pretty much identical. I think they really stuck to the formula on this one, which makes me happy because this was like my first Bath & Body Works scent, and I really loved it. It's very nostalgic, and I do still really like the scent. I've been wearing, like I said, my older one, trying to use it up now that I could replace it, and I'm really enjoying it still. So I was very happy to get those, and all of these flashback fragrances were $3.75. Today was the first day of semi-annual sale. I don't know if the video will be uploaded today, but just so you know, the prices I'm giving you were from the first day. They can always change overnight. The other flashback fragrance I picked up was Mango Mandarin. I really like the packaging on these flashbacks. I think they're really pretty. And I picked up 2 of the Fine Fragrance Mist as well. I used to wear that one, and my best friend in junior high and high school wore that a lot. So it's a scent I really enjoy, and I tried it again today and it just felt really summery and fresh. So I picked up those 2. And I think that is everything I got from the flashback fragrances. And then the rest of these were either 50% or 75% off. I kept my receipts so I could tell you guys, and then I left them in the stroller, and I just don't feel like going back out to the car and digging for them. So please forgive me. I'm gonna try to remember what everything was, but I may be wrong. So first off here, this is a scent I did really like from this year. This is Iced Pear Margarita. I want to say this was 75% off. Really like that scent, so I got the fragrance mist, and I also picked up a body wash. I think that'll be a really nice body wash scent. Then I picked up, I believe for 50% off, of course, my Golden Pineapple Luau. You guys know I had to get a little bit more, but I did good. I just got 1 fine fragrance mist and 1 body wash. So I did pretty well with that, I think. Of course, I already have a ton, but still. And then again, I think this was 50% off as well. This is the Gardenia and Fresh Rain. That was a really nice scent from this year. I really enjoyed it. And then I picked up a body wash in Cucumber Melon for my boyfriend. He's using his last one right now, and it's his favorite scent. So I figured I would replace that for him. And then I picked up just 2 hand soaps. The first one is a foaming soap in Island Margarita. We're currently using this one, our last one of the foaming. It's almost gone, and we are really, really loving it. So I saw that on the sale table, and I thought, I'll just grab one to replace what we have. But it's a really, really good scent. And then the other, excuse me, one moment. I am so sorry about that, guys. My cat just got up on the kitchen counter, opened a bag of bread, and stole part of a loaf. She's a pain in the butt. So, moving on, the final body care item or Bath & Body Works item I picked up is a deep cleansing hand soap in Mango Mandarin. That wasn't on my list at all, but after smelling this in store, it was just such a nice summer fragrance that when I saw the soap on the sale table, I thought, you know what, I'll go ahead and grab it and use it to get to my $40 because I made, I think, 6 purchases, and I used the 10 off of 40 every time. So I just threw that onto a purchase to get me to 40. So that's it for what I got from Bath & Body Works, and now I will show you what I got from White Barn. Okay, so into my big White Barn purchase. So I started with mini candles. They're usually 3 for $12. They had certain fragrances 3 for $6. And I like to use these when I take my bubble baths. So I picked up a few of them. I picked up 2 of the white gardenia, which I've really been enjoying this year. Just a really strong kind of white floral scent, really pretty. Then I picked up 2 of the Amsterdam Spring Tulips. This is a repackaging of Flower Shop, which was one of my all-time favorites, so I had to get these. Again, just a really, really pretty floral. A little sweeter than the gardenia. Then I picked up a lemon, mint, and tea. Focus. There we go. Lemon, mint, and tea. And I just thought this would be a nice clean fragrance. You know, at the end of a hot Texas day. Sometimes I just like those clean citrusy scents at the end of the day to kind of feel cleaner, I guess. Take your mind off the ridiculously hot day and all the sweat of the day. And the last one I picked up is Tiki Beach. I really liked this scent when it first came out, and I've just not really purchased it since then because there's so many other great fragrances out. But I saw it in the mini and I thought, you know, why not? It'd be a good chance to smell it again for a little while without purchasing the 3-wick. And then I did pick up a couple medium candles, the 1-wicks that were 50% off. The first one I got is white gardenia, super pretty glass. I'm definitely going to keep these glasses because that's really pretty. I can reuse that for something. And that was half off. And then I also picked up one in the hobnail jar. That's Vanilla Bean Noel, or Vanilla Bean Marshmallow, sorry. I was looking for this in a 3-wick. This and cinnamon sugar donut slash, oh, what was the other one called? Cinnamon spiced vanilla. But they did not have any 3-wicks in either of those fragrances. But I found this and I thought I'd at least pick that up. And then almost everything else I got were 3-wicks. So let me slide these out of the way because I am going to need all of this camera space. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the ones that were not 75% off. But, okay, so here's what happened. As I said, I split this into multiple $40 transactions, and most of it was 75% off candles. However, none of them were ringing 75% off. Big table, big sign. They were all ringing either 50% or full price, but they were in holiday packaging, so my cashier was having to manually override the price of every candle she rang in to make it 75% off. And I think what happened, because we went to the store, we shopped, and then I took my son to play, and while he was running around playing, I had my receipts out trying to add up what I had saved, what I had spent, check all of that, and I noticed that what had happened is some of the 50% off candles I bought, she had rung up with 75% off candles, and I guess wasn't paying attention when she was overriding, and she made them 75% off as well. Not all of them. I bought 7 50% off candles. 3 of them she overrode to 75% off, and the other 4 she left at 50. So I don't think she did it on purpose. I think it was a mistake, but at this point we had already left. I was not going to load my son back up in the car to go back. And I've worked for the company before, and all they would have done is say, thanks for letting us know, bye. They're not going to, or they shouldn't. They should not make you pay that extra money because it was their mistake. That's how we always did it, at least. Anyway, so there's enough rambling. That was just to say I do have 7 candles that'll be 50% off. However, I paid 75% off for 3 of them. So, moving on. I picked up a white gardenia. I've had these in my hauls before. I'm just really loving this scent. And I've been burning through them, and I wanted one to keep around for next year. I picked up another white tea and ginger. Again, been burning through it. Really love it. I wanted to have one for next year in case it doesn't come back. Mocha latte swirl, another repurchase for the same reason. Really enjoy that one. Now this is one I have not purchased in a couple of years. Island Margarita. I was in love with this the first year it came out. But the past like 2 or 3 years, I just haven't grabbed one, again, because there's so many new scents out, and I want to try all of those. But I've been back into this year. We've been using the soap, the sanitizer, the room spray, and I saw this on the half-off table and decided to grab it. I was actually hoping to pick up some Island Margarita today, so I'm happy I found it. Just got one, though. I was tempted to get more, but I found so many 75% off that one is enough. And then I was very excited to hear these were coming back a couple weeks ago, and I'm glad my store had them. This is the Provence Garden from, these are actually 2016 pours, so they re-poured these candles for semi-annual sale. That's odd. I think this was 2014 that it came out. It's just a really pretty, sweet greenery scent. I really enjoyed that, so I did ended up purchasing 2 of them. And this one was actually not 50% off. This one was marked $12, which is 25 cents cheaper than half off. Not a huge deal. But this is the Amsterdam Spring Tulips. As I said, I really love that scent, and I wanted to have another. So that's it for 50% off / $12 candles, although again, I paid less than that because 3 of them were accidentally rung up at 75% off. Okay, so moving on to the candles that actually are 75% off, should be 75% off, oops, sorry guys, in your store if your store has them. This first set are actually gifts I picked up for my father because he loves this scent. This is Winter. You saw a bunch of these in my last semi-annual sale haul as well because he really loves this scent. So I went ahead and stocked up for him. I ended up getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Winter for my father, just as a gift. Like I said, these are the only candles he will burn. He burns Bath & Body Works Winter, and he burns like Febreze Lavender. That's it. So those 6 are going to be gifts. And then moving on to what I got for us. I did actually grab us a 7th Winter. This one is going to be ours. I haven't burned one in a couple of years because when I have one, I give it to my dad. So I'm going to keep that one for us. And then, okay, another little side note here. Excuse me. When I went into Bath & Body, or White Barn, the White Barn near me, they had a huge, like, double table, 2 tables back to back, covered in 75% off candles. There was a stack of Winter on one side. I think there were just 4 or 5 of them. There were about 100 sweet cinnamon pumpkins in 3 different packaging, and maybe 50 each of apple pumpkin cupcake and Dashing Through the Snow. And that was it. So what I started doing is I started moving every candle on that table. Carefully, because I've worked for the company. I know how much it sucks for somebody to tear up your display. But I just very carefully moved every stack of candles one at a time to see what was hidden behind them. And so everything you're about to see was hidden behind Sweet Cinnamon Pumpkin and Dashing Through the Snow. Like I said, the Winter, there were like 5 of them on the side of the table. I found these other 2 tucked away behind some candles. So I also managed to dig out some Twisted Peppermint. This is my all-time favorite holiday scent. I love it. And I managed to find 2. So I grabbed both of those. Very happy about that discovery. I also found at the very back of the table an evergreen. I don't like this as much as fresh balsam, but they didn't have any fresh balsam. And for 75% off, I'd rather buy it now than wait until this coming winter and have to pay like 2 for $22, or I'm thinking 2 for $25 is what they're going to end up being. I found I found 2 frosted cranberry. I picked up one, I left the other for someone else. Really like that scent. I know not everybody does, but to me it's just very wintry, very sweet. I love it. And then I did pick up one of the Dashing Through the Snow. Again, there were probably 50 of these on the table. The notes in it are balsam, musk, and citrus. And again, couldn't find any fresh balsam, and I really love that. So I thought I'd give it a try. It's not my all-time favorite, and I didn't pick any up when it was new. It's really light smelling, but for 75% off, I thought I'd give it a try. Cute label. Okay. Sorry guys, I've got like these huge stacks of candles here. I'm having to slowly move so I can show them to you. And then I did pick up one of the sweet cinnamon pumpkin. There were probably about 100 of these on the table. I really don't know what that was about, but I do love that scent. There were just so many other candles I wanted to try that I only got one. And then again, they had the apple pumpkin cupcakes. They had a bunch of these. I didn't buy it last year, but I really have been wanting an apple scent. They had farm stand apple, but my boyfriend didn't like that one. So I got 2 of these. The maple in there is not too strong. Usually I don't care for maple, but that's not too bad. And then I did pick up Feast Maple Sugar Brittle. I don't know how I'm going to feel about this one. I like it, and then I don't like it. So I got it because it was only 75% off. I figured if I hate it, it's not a huge loss. I would not have paid any more for that at all. But for that price, you know, sure, I'll give it a try. And then I found a few more, actually some pretty good finds here. This one is the only summery candle I found. Caribbean Pineapple Mango. Now it does have the Christmas lights. It was from the Joy to the World Christmas collection. But come on, Pineapple Mango it's in stores now. It's totally a summer scent. So I was super excited to find that for 75% off. I do like that. Not as much as Golden Pineapple Luau, but it's still pretty good. And for 75% off, I like it even more. Then I also found, this was actually sitting at the cash register. Somebody had picked it up and then changed their mind. And the cashier said, you know, if I wanted it, I could have it. So of course I did. This is Golden Peach Sparkle. It's just like a peach, I don't think it's peach Bellini. I think it's Georgia peach. Because it doesn't have that effervescent note that peach Bellini does. But I figured that would be another good one for the summer. I burn peach scents during the summer, so for 75% off, can't beat that. Then from the same collection, Spiced Apple Toddy. Again, I like apple scents. This has got kind of a cinnamon note. It smells kind of light in the jar, so I hope it's stronger when I melt it. But I haven't had a Spiced Apple Toddy candle in a couple years, so I got that. And then on the same note, New York Big Apple Toddy. Same scent as far as I can tell. They smell the same to me, but I do love apple cinnamon. This one to me smells a lot stronger than this one. If they had had more of these, I would have picked them up. And finally, the last 75% off candle, I got Moonlight Path in the Christmas packaging, of course. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I really like it, so I grabbed that. The only other one they had from the Signature Collection, 75% off, was Japanese Cherry Blossom, and I can't stand that, so I left it there for someone else. Okay, and the final item I got, my White Barn also had a large table of 75% off accessories, and that was very tempting. The luminaries / hurricanes, especially the 3-wick holders, I love them, and there were a couple that I've had my eye on. There was one that would look great in my living room. Problem is, I already have luminaries everywhere that I need them. I have one that looks great in my living room. So I talked myself out of them, but this one was just so pretty, I had to get it. I love that. I love the color. I love the pattern. It is full of paper so that it wouldn't break on the way home, but you can still see the pattern there. Very thin glass. I believe there's been some debate over whether or not it's safe to burn a candle inside of here. I'm using this as decor in my guest bath, so it doesn't really matter to me. But it's just so pretty. And I think I got an especially good deal on this one. I don't know what the original price is. If you bought one, if you know, feel free to tell me. There were 2 left at my White Barn. One had a barcode on the bottom, but no price. And this one had nothing at all, no tags of any kind. So I grabbed this one. Another lady grabbed the other one. They went quick. I was there at 10:05 this morning. I was there 5 minutes after they opened, and things were just being snapped up. So the other lady was like 2 people ahead of me in line when I went to check out. So I was kind of eavesdropping because if it was going to be real expensive, I was going to put it back. And she, I guess, was doing the same thing because it didn't have a price tag. She asked the cashier, and the cashier said it rang up for about $8. It was $8 and some change was the 75% off price. So she got that one, and I decided to get this one. Well, since mine didn't have a barcode on the bottom, the cashier put in a fake barcode, just $9.99, that's what we always did. And then you just type in the price, which is, that's what she's supposed to do. But I think she misremembered the price because, again, when I checked my receipts after leaving, when I was going over all my prices, I couldn't find this anywhere. And I know she rang it up. So I found that barcode, the $9.99, and she rang it up for $6. So I think I got an even better deal on this than I was supposed to. But it's really, really pretty, and I am glad to have it. So that is it. That is my semi-annual sale haul for summer of 2016. And because I've purchased all of this, I have told my boyfriend that there will be no more money spent at Bath & Body Works or White Barn for the rest of the year. So come on, free item with no purchase coupons, because that's the only way I can get new things. But that's it until 2017, so I'm going to try to stick to this. I know I did horribly on my no-buy for the past 6 months since the last semi-annual sale. But my boyfriend knows about this purchase, so I probably can't avoid a no-buy this time. So we're going to try 6 months of no-buy, and you will still be seeing my Shrink My Stash update videos. And hopefully, I've had some requests for like a collection video, but it's only been 4 months. I don't really feel like refilming it, but maybe at either the 6 month or the 1 year mark, I will film another collection video. So thank you all for watching. Good luck at your stores. Hopefully you can find some cool stuff. And yeah, enjoy shopping. Thanks for watching. Bye.